Hello. So, today or tonight actually, I have an open boxing of Toreba prizes. It's been a while since I've done an open boxing. I actually recorded the last couple of boxes I got, but never uploaded them. But I got a lot this time and figured I should do a video or two. I might split it into two with the amount that I have. It's going to take forever to go through everything. I have 5 boxes here of Toreba prizes. Let me show you. 4 large and 1 medium-sized. So, I do not remember everything that is in here. But this is basically all of the orders I had left. There's one coming still, but it's my last box. It's only 6 items. Finally getting tired of how expensive it is to actually win anything on Toreba now. It seems like they're just adding much more like sticky tape, like double-sided tape, or adding more glue to the bars, or making it a lot harder for the claw to actually move anything. Like, they're making them very weak. An example, when they brought Kasumi, the Kasumi figure from Bang Dream, onto Toreba, I won my first, figure for that in 3 plays. 3. The other day, I tried to get one more before I sent out my box, and both of the machines they have for that are like incredibly difficult. One of them looks like it should be easy, but it just either shifts it over and then back into starting position, or it just did that multiple times. Or it doesn't even look like it's moving at all. The other one, the claw, is just incredibly weak. I got lucky winning my final, prize for that. Anyway, got 5 boxes here to go through, so we might as well get started because it's going to take a while. First, we're going to start with the medium-sized box. So, this one here. It's pretty heavy, so there's got to be quite a bit in here. I think that's the heaviest I've ever received a box for this. Anyway. Let's open this. I have no knife today, I just got a screwdriver, but it works. Okay. Let's see. This does not tell me what is exactly in the box, but it's everything that I won. So, okay, so first thing on the top, we have a Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight cushion for, I think his name is Joker. I don't know his actual name. Wasn't too difficult to win. This was in a machine that had the A and B versions in the same machine, and you just had to pull them to the side and get them to fall off. I believe the plastic was kind of sticking to the bars a bit, so it did take a little more than usual, or at least more than it should have, but, whatever. I ended up getting them in not that many plays. pretty standard sized for these cushions. It's about the size of my Kizuna Eye cushion that I have. But there's that one. And, as I said, the B version was in the same one. I got the B version as well. I actually went in trying to get this one. But I had some TP left over, so I went for that one too, and ended up getting it. This one was kind of a pain. But, I got it, so that's all that matters. Again, standard size for one of these cushions. Probably go on my bed. But, yeah, pretty cool. Okay. Next. Oh god, what is this? Oh, I remember this name. This one's name. Kaguya Luna? Yeah. Got a Kaguya Luna plushie. This was also in a machine where they had the A and B versions together. The bar, they had her hanging upside down like this, and you had to move the feet and kind of push her off. Again, the A and B versions were in the same machine. And I got the A and B versions. If you can't tell the difference, this one has hearts for eyes, and this one doesn't. Also, the smile is a little different. If you look at this one, it's got kind of the curve that goes up, and this is just straight across. But pretty cool, still. I believe the A version was more difficult to get than this one. This one was almost off the bar to begin with, so it didn't take too long, maybe 3 or 4 plays. This one took, like I said, a lot longer, and I spent more than I probably should have. But, you know, I got them both. And they both look pretty cool. Next. I think it's Celebi? Is that the name of this thing? Pokemon. Not that one. Yeah. It's a Pokemon Celebi plush. He was a little difficult. Not too bad. I just had to kind of push him down the bars because he was already pretty much through. His head was kind of stuck at around this point. And it still took a little bit, but basically you just had to use the claw to push the head down. when this is uploaded, I'll have the video up so you can see it as well. Same with everything else that I'm going to be posting. So you'll see all of the wins and what happened. But yeah, Celebi. It's actually about the size I expected. About the size of my head, a little taller thanks to the point here, but pretty cute. Let's see. Next, I got a, what is this called? Saikano? Yeah. Saikano, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend Premium Blanket. I've learned from these that the blankets aren't really all that special. They're rather thin, not that large. In fact, let me show you one that I have opened. So I have this Fate blanket. This is the size of it. As you can see, I'm not even holding my arms out completely, and I'm stretching it all the way. It is still pretty cool, but definitely not large. And the material isn't the best. But I mean, I don't think you're really supposed to be using these to sleep in or anything like that. So I think it's more for decoration or just to collect or something. But as you can see, this is the design that the blanket is. I do not know what character that is. I do not watch this anime, but it is on my to-watch list. So eventually I'll watch it and figure out who this character is. I just like the art that was on it, so I decided to get it. It was a pain. It should have been a lot easier to get than what it actually was. Again, Toreba's making things a lot more difficult than they should be to win these things, especially something like this. But it had gotten to the point where I was like, I'm not giving up until I win it. And that was a big mistake. But I got it. Okay. Ooh, these are actually pretty heavy. Kind of big, too. Okay, this is a Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel stained glass style acrylic smartphone stand. At least that's what it says. So I have two of the C version, which is Saber. It's actually pretty cool. The art is actually pretty nice. And one of the B, which is Tosaka. This is actually the one I wanted. But for some reason, they kept putting this one up, and I was hoping if I win one of them, they'd put her up. And that wasn't the case. You had to win the other one, which was, I think, Medusa. But I didn't want to do that. So I waited for somebody else to win it. And then when they finally put her up, I went for it. The first one wasn't too bad. I think I got it in 2 or 3 plays. The next few were more difficult. They like weakened the claw or something and made it a lot harder. But like I said, these are a lot heavier than I thought they would be. In fact, they're a little bigger than I thought they would be. I thought they'd be kind of small, but it's a decent size. So yeah, 3 of those. Again, I'm trying to go quickly through this because there's a lot to go through. All right, next we got figures. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 figures. The first one is a tiny Q-Posket Petite Nami, which is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be, which sucks because this was a pain to get. They made this pretty difficult. The other 2 in this set were Koala and Perona. I wanted Koala, but again, Toreba made it pretty difficult to get these, so I just stuck with Nami. Not that I'm upset that I got Nami, but you know, when you wanted a certain figure, it kind of sucks that you don't get it. I wouldn't have minded Perona either. Perona is one of my favorites. But yeah, Nami Q-Posket. Next, we have this Love Live Sunshine Ruby Kurosawa figure. Kind of like how one side shows the front and the other side shows the back. This one wasn't that hard. I think I got this one in 3 plays. The claw was really strong. It was moving the thing around, like just tossing it around. But yeah, I don't have any of the other ones for this set. I tried getting some of the other ones and they were more difficult. Claws were weak, or the machine was just not very good. Like a weird setup, basically. Like they've been doing this one where they put it on like a platform and they have like a little hook or like ring around it that you have to grab, and it just kind of slightly pulls it over. Like, let's say this is the platform and it's straight, it'll go. You notice that slight shift? That's about as much as it would do. And then you'd spend like $50 trying to get the figure that is probably only worth $20. But yeah, cool figure. Next. Oh yeah, these. Okay. These are Fate Extra Last Encore headphones. I got one of each. Which one is the A version and which one is the B version is what I want to know. Okay. So this one's A, this one's B. Okay. This is the A version. And this is the B version. This is the one I wanted. And I ended up getting this one too. It wasn't too hard to get this one. I think it was on a machine where they had it lying down on top of some ping pong balls, and you had to push it across until it fell off. And the first time I attempted that, I kind of messed it up, and it landed on a bar that was holding the platform up, and then you couldn't reach it, and then it got stuck. So I left that one and had to go back to get it. This one was in a standard claw machine where it had the 2 bars that you had to slide it through the hole. So this one was easier. Got them both. There was only 2 versions. I got them both. Next. This is Fate Extra Last Encore. They got it listed here as Little Plushie, but I don't think that's her actual name. I haven't seen Last Encore, so I don't know. But I got this one. It's kind of the same as one of the other figures as well. I forget which one. But yeah, this one wasn't too hard either. The claw was really strong. And I got this one in maybe 4 plays, which I think with the amount of TP you needed added up to about $8. I did not try to get another one because I didn't want to push my luck. But yeah, I got one. Next, we got the ReZero Ram swimsuit figure. I have an Amelia. Got Ram, and I think in one of these boxes Rem as well, which completes the set. As you can see on the side, there are the 3 that are in the set. And now I've got all 3. If Rem is in one of these boxes, which I'm pretty sure she is. I think for this one, I actually pushed it behind the bars. Like they had enough space, but in the back of between the bar and the wall or the platform for the figure to fit through, and I lifted it enough to fall through that hole. So I got this one that way. Didn't take too much either, if I remember correctly. The claw was pretty strong for that. Next, I got a EXQ ReZero Rem figure. I don't know if this is supposed to be a swimsuit or if it's lingerie. Get a close up. Either way, it was a nice figure and I wanted it. This one's been a pain. I tried to get another one of these after this one, and I have been unable to get one. And I don't think I'm ever going to get one because, like I said, I quit. However, I am glad that I got one at least for my collection. I just need to find a spot for it, which will probably go on this little shelf over here, since I did leave space open for figures over there. We'll see. Either way, I think I pushed this one the other way. Like for the Ram, I mean, I pushed it in the back of the bars, and this one I think I lifted it around the front of the bars, which was more difficult than I thought it would be, but ended up getting it anyway. It is a really nice figure, though. Anyway. Last but not least, we have this One Piece Glitter and Glamorous Shiny Venus Nefertari Vivi. I already have one of these. This one I'm actually going to be selling. A lot of these are probably going to be sold. Like some of it I got for myself. And the other stuff I'm going to be putting up on my Mercari account to sell. I'll put the link to that in the description, but this one's going to be sold because I already have one. I got them all set up on my One Piece shelf over here. One of these days I'll have to do a room tour to show everything that I have around here. I'm not 100% done with setting up my room, so it's like 98% done, so almost. Either way, this was a really nice figure, and it looks really good up with the rest of them over there. So when I do that room tour, you'll see it. This one wasn't too bad, I believe. I think I got this in a ping pong machine. Again, the video will be up showing how I won, so you'll see it. If I ended up being wrong, then I ended up being wrong. But whatever. I'm gonna put these back in the box. Okay, so that's one. Okay. Now we're going with one of these large boxes. I'm sure it's large because I did win some large prizes, so they weren't going to fit in a box like that. Let's open this. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, and this happens to be the box that goes with that one. Yeah, some of them were split up into two boxes. Well, two of these orders were split up into two boxes. One of them is one order. Anyway, this is a chocolate coronet. For those who don't know, or for those who watch Bang Dream play the Bang Dream game, Remy Rin from Puppet Party loves these things. That's the only reason I even really know what these are. And the claw was easy. It wasn't too hard. I don't think too many people really go for... Well, I can't say that. I see people go for weird stuff on that site. Usually when I watch like live streams or something of people playing, like I hardly ever see anybody go for licensed stuff. I see people go for more weird stuff like this. But whatever. I went for one of these. It was on a platform that was kind of angled and you had to kind of slide it down. I think it ended up getting to the side like this, and then I just kind of pushed it down. But either way, pretty cool looking. Not too big. Maybe 2 head sizes. And it's pretty soft. So yeah, there's that. Isn't there another one in here? I'm pretty sure I won 2 of these. Here it is. It's kind of small, actually. I thought it would be bigger. But I won 2 of these Snorlax plushies where he's got like a heart. Or he's like eating something that looks like a heart. The machine was easy for this. That's why I won 2 of them. I will probably keep one and sell the other. As you can see, he's about the size of my head, including my neck. Yeah. The machine, I believe, had 2 bars. One that was straight, and the other one was kind of angled to make it so that it opened up more the further you brought the prize. And I got him in basically 4 to 5 moves, so $8 to $10 each. I think. I don't remember exactly. I could be completely wrong about that, and it took me much more than I thought, but I don't remember it taking that much. Either way, he's pretty cute. I like his face. Okay. Okay. Now I'm only going to show 3 of these, but I actually got 2 full sets of this. This is the Bang Dream little mascot Nesso plushies of Yukina, Kokoro, and Kasumi asleep. Like I said, I have 2 full sets of this, so one is mine and the other one I'm selling. These were a pain to get. They made them incredibly difficult. I think my last Kasumi I won for this was the most I spent. Yukina the second, because for some reason her outfit made it incredibly hard to get her into the right position to win. Kokoro was the easiest. Her hat made it really easy for some reason. You would think otherwise if it's so large, but no, it actually made it more easy. Much easier, I should say. But yeah, they had them on a platform, and you had to slide them over to the side and lift them over a plastic, like, piece that was blocking the end. The end. And sometimes you try to do it, and it just flips them back into the starting position, and other times it pushes them over. So it just really depended on how well you placed the claw. Again, you'll see it when I post up the videos. I'll put all 6 of them up so you can see how I won all 6. The other 3. That's actually volume 2. Volume 1 had Ran, Aya, and another Kasumi. Different face. Man, this guy is big. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this is a Gudetama. Look at this thing. This thing is big. And look at his face. What the heck? He's soft too. Squishy. Got the little white egg part here. This thing is big. I think it was kind of the same situation as the Snorlax, the claw that they had it set up in. Somebody had left him in a pretty good position, so all I had to do was push him down. So it didn't take that long. The guy just gave up. I was watching, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And I ended up getting him. So I think this is the only one of this one I got. I think I was trying to get another one, but ended up not getting him because they weakened the claw and put him in a much harder machine, so I didn't even bother spending too much. Or maybe I spent too much and then realized, you know what, I'm spending way too much money on this, I should probably give up. Which seems to happen to me all the time on this game. Again, which is why I quit. Anyway. Pretty big. This is going to my grandmother. Alright. Next I got a Gengar. It's about the size of my head, including neck. As you can see, he's got this heart thing here again, like the Snorlax. This one, I know he was in a machine with another Pokemon. I do not know what Pokemon it is because it was a Pokemon that was from one of the later seasons, and I don't know any of the Pokemon really from those seasons. But he was basically set up pretty good. It still took me a little longer than I wanted to get him. It was mainly trying to find out where to grab him with the claw. He was basically lying down at first, and then he was standing up, and that's when the person gave up, when he was standing up. And I decided to go for him, and ended up getting him, even though it took me a little more than I wanted. The story of my life with Toreba. At least more recently, that's been the story of my life. But I like the smile he has. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm only going to show one of these, but I have 4 of them. The machine was not too difficult, actually. In fact, I think I won these from multiple machines. None of them were that bad. But anyway, got Homura from Madoka Magica. I have 4 of these. One is for me, to finish off my collection, which actually is not finished because I don't have Madoka. I started playing Toreba after Madoka was released, and I didn't get her. So now I gotta try to find one to buy for hopefully a decent price. But anyway, one is for me, one is for Belle. One is to sell with the other 3 in the set. And I may actually sell the other one separate or give it to a friend. We'll see if he wants it. But Homura. I like her face. She just looks so confused. But yeah, if you look. In case you think I was lying about winning 4 of them, there they are. Again, I will have all 4 videos up showing how I won them, but I got them. I wish they would re-release Madoka so I can get her, but I doubt they'll do that, and I'll probably just buy it because it would probably cost me less to buy it than it would to actually play and get it. Anyway, that is box 2. Yeah, you guys go down there, you go down there. These guys can go back in here. Gudetama. And my chocolate cornet. So that was box 2. Okay, I think, yeah, I just put them down there. Okay, the next one is another large box. This actually isn't taking as long as I thought it would be. I figured I'd be an hour in by now, and I'm only 34 minutes, and I'm on the 3rd box. So maybe I won't split this into 2. I might just do all of them right here. Anyway. Okay. My list of prizes again. I think there's 32 items in this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 32. Yeah, 32 of these. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay. First, I had to get this one as a Rin fan. It is a Fate Extra Last Encore blanket. It is the Rin Tosaka one. Again, looks like it's this. No, this isn't a blanket. This is a. I think they call it a multi-cross, but I don't think that's actually what it's called. It's some kind of fabric material. Kind of like a poster, like one of those wall scrolls, only without the bar on top of it to allow you to hang it up. That's what this is. I have one like this for Jean as well. Now I gotta find a spot for this because I'm gonna want to hang this up. You know, gotta have my waifus on the wall. Anyway, again, the Rin Tosaka version right there. The other one, as you can see, is Nero, but I didn't want Nero. I already got a blanket for her. That was actually really easy to win. I think it was 3 plays. Standard setup. No, actually, it was kind of angled down. and somebody had it already pretty much in a good position. I just had to actually pull it up. Instead of pulling it down, I had to pull it up, and then it slid through the bars. If I was going to pull it down, it probably would have been a lot harder. I'm assuming that they would have put a lot of glue to allow it to stick if I had brought it further down, but I didn't. Anyway, as I said before, I am a fan of Kizuna Ai, and I got 3 of these Kizuna, like little mascot Nesso thingies here. Different facial expressions. As you can see, this one's her smiling. This one's her with just a standard smile. And this is her with a smug face. I think this one gave me the most trouble. The other 2 weren't so bad. This one gave me a lot of trouble. Unfortunately. They were all in the same machine. I just had to win them all. Because that's what I do. It sucks. But it's what I did. I got all 3 of them. Let's see. Feel like they probably put the other one in a different box. Or is it further down here? I don't know. Okay. So, these things were actually pretty popular for a while because they were hard to get. It's called a yeast can. They look like little dogs, but they're bread. This one has his tongue sticking out with a little bird on his ear, and this one, he's holding the bird. They're actually very soft, like squishy soft. And to be honest, Toreba gave me an extra one. As you can see, I got 2 of these with the bird on his ear. I only won this one. Then I went into the machine for this one and won it. And they had put another of these in my cart instead of this. So then I sent them an inquiry saying, hey, you know, I actually won the other version of that. Can you just change it out? And instead of changing it out, they gave me the one that I asked for, but left the other one in my cart as well. So I got 2 of them. I'm not going to complain. It's a free prize. But, hey, 3 yeast cans. They were both in different machines. One of them you had to pull to the side until it fell off of a platform. And the other one, kind of the same situation, only the platform wasn't all the way against the wall, it was in the center. And it had the plastic on the side so that you had to pull it over it. Or push it down. I think I ended up pushing like an ear and it fell in. But either way, 2 different machines, kind of the same setup though, but a little different. Okay, next. I got this Miku Hatsune. What is he called? What is it called? Hatsune Miku Mega Jumbo Plushie Hatsune Miku. Bam. I love the face this is making. And the fact that she's holding a leek. That's why I went for this. This is another example of Toreba putting glue on in the machines. She was not in the plastic when they had her in the machine. They just had her on a sliding down platform with a couple of bars in the front, but a sliding down platform, her hair out. And you pull her down, and I had her basically all the way over the bars, but she would not move because there was glue underneath her hair holding her up, and you had to get the claw under the hair and slide it so that it would cut it out from the glue, and then it would fall. So I had to spend a little extra more money to try to do that, instead of just letting her fall off the platform like she should have to begin with. Another one I overspent for, but I ended up getting. Sometimes, to me, even if I overspend, as long as I get the prize, I'm happy. For a little bit. And then I start thinking about all that I spent, and I'm like, why? It's an addiction. What can I say? All right, next. Oh, I accidentally opened up this plastic. See if I can close this a bit before I show him off. Okay. This guy's actually bigger than I thought. It is a Gintama Sadaharu plush. Look at this thing. And it's getting fuzzy. There we go. He is pretty tall. I thought he would be smaller, but he's actually a pretty good size. I got this guy in 3 plays. I don't know why, but someone left him. This one was actually kind of a weird setup. They had 2 platforms on each side and a hole in between them. And he was actually like this. Okay, hold him like this. His paws here were on one platform and his head was on another one. The claw was really strong, so I don't know why they left it, but I grabbed inside the foot here, and that nearly got me him in the first play. He fell, and his head was the only thing that kind of held him in. So I just had to push him down twice, and he fell in, and I got him. So this guy was really easy. I might keep this one. I've never seen Gintama, but it'd be nice to have a little dog. One that's not a little whiny chihuahua. Okay. This is actually pretty big too. Oh yeah, I got that. Man, I got a lot of cushions. Anyway, this one is really cool. It is a Dragon Ball Super Brawly round cushion. 2 designs on the back. One has Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and Brawly. And the other side has just Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. Oh, also this side has the Dragon Balls as well. This is pretty large, as you can see. I got this in a ping pong machine. I forget how many plays. 2? I think it was 2. Somebody was already trying, and there was already a bunch of balls kind of lined up. So it didn't take me too much, I believe. I could be mistaken, but I know it didn't take me that long. So yeah. Dragon Ball Super Brawly round cushion. Okay. Next, I have an Overlord Albedo cushion. I'm sure you can see why I got this one. As much as I try not to admit it, deep down, I'm just a dirty old man. This is actually kind of a pain to get. It looked like it was going to be pretty easy, but then the plastic got stuck on the glue. So I had to maneuver things around, and it took forever to get it when I finally actually won. Much more than I wanted to spend. But I had to have it. I already have an Albedo long cushion, so I needed this one. And I'm not disappointed. I can say I spent so much money, you know, blah, 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 but the dirty old man in me says, yes, this was worth it. Next, I got 2 of these. 2 Rem Nessos. I believe I got 2 of these, 2 Ram, and 2 Emilias. If that's the case, I'm going to end up selling the other 2 with this one as a set. But yeah, I have one for my set. I think one of them I got in a machine that had her lying down on a platform, like a straight platform, and you had to pull her over the edge. And the other one was a machine where it had the splitting apart bars. They had her kind of in between them like this, with the bars kind of holding her, and you had to pull her forward until she eventually fell in. I think I ended up getting lucky, and the claw hooked into this like flowery thing on the side of her head, pulled her up enough to shift her into falling through the bars, which I was glad for. So yeah, I got 2 of them. Again, I had to complete the set. If they make a Subaru, I'll be getting him too. Okay. Now this I won for a friend because, okay, well, for anybody who listens to my podcast, I do that with my friend Steven. And in our episode 2.5, he was going on about Merlin. This is a little Fate Grand Order Merlin figure that I got for him. It's pretty cool, even if this thing cost a lot. You know, sometimes it's the smaller boxes like this that cost more to get than the larger ones. Because they're so light, they kind of just flip around all over, or they make the claw so weak that it barely moves it. It was the other way around for this. It was flipping around everywhere, and it just would not fall through the bars. It's making me mad. I think I eventually got a lucky grab, and he fell through the bar. But I was not going anywhere without it, because I was determined to get it for him. And if you could tell from the way it looks, this is a collab with Sanrio, the people that do Hello Kitty. So that's why it looks more cutesy. I don't care though. It's pretty cool actually. Okay, next. I got a Kantai Collection Ushio swimsuit mode figure. Bam. I guess this is her when she's in battleship mode. Like, I've never seen Kantai Collection. I'll eventually watch it, but it's not high on my list. But I know they do make a lot of figures like this for this series. This is official. As you can see, it's got the Katakawa sticker on the back. So these are official products that Toreba gets. They're not knockoffs. Anybody who was wondering that. It's just expensive and can be addicting. This one was kind of a pain to get. I forget what kind of machine it was in. The video will be up, but it was kind of a pain. But I am glad I got it. Finally, I was waiting for this one. It's pretty heavy too. This is the Dragon Ball Super Broly Ultimate Soldiers figure for Broly. I also have Goku and Vegeta coming, or actually they might be here. I think they're here in one of these boxes. So I have the whole set. Almost. They have a Gogeta as well coming out, but I didn't see that before I quit. So whenever he becomes available, I'm just going to buy him from someone and have the whole set. I hope I don't have enough space on the Dragon Ball shelf. So I don't know where I'm going to put him. I'll find somewhere. He was just in a standard machine. And I think I ended up winning him with a lucky grab. The claw was decently strong, so it wasn't like they made it impossible to win. I just wasn't grabbing him properly. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Now that was definitely not all of the prizes in this order. That was just some of them. Let's see. Okay. The next half to that is also in a large box. I'm gonna have a lot to sell. Okay. Ah, yes. Here we go. Oh man, that figure is actually pretty big. Okay. First. So I had the other two for this set. The Pokemon Pidgey plush. It's about the size of my head, without the neck. He was kind of a pain, but not too bad. Still spent more than I wanted, but, you know, I had to complete the set. I'm kind of a completionist sometimes. Really depends on if what I'm trying to win is something that I'm interested in getting. If, like, there's a set of 3 and there's only one in the set that I really want, I'll only get the one. But then there were times where I'm like, you know what, I should probably get the others as well because they go as a set. This technically isn't really a set. I mean, it's the same style, but... Anyway, the other two on the set were Farfetch'd and Charizard. I have them already. I had to get Pidgey. Because I like Pidgey, actually. He's pretty cool. I like how angry he looks. But again, he was kind of a pain. He was in a machine with Charizard, and they made it kind of difficult because if you tried to grab certain parts of the plastic, you would hit Charizard instead, and it wouldn't go down far enough to actually hook him. So it was kind of hard. But eventually I got him, as you can see. So I'm glad I did. He's pretty cool. Okay, so we got 2 of these. I'm not keeping either, but I'm not selling them either. One is for my grandmother and one is for Belle, my cousin. I got these 2 Gudetama plush. I think the thing he's lying on is, yeah, it's the egg yolk, not the egg white. For some reason, because it's kind of fuzzy, it looks like rice that he's on, but it's the egg white. These were pretty easy. One of them I won because somebody left him in a good position. And the guy was an idiot. I'm sorry. He was not doing anything right to win this thing. I was just watching going, what are you doing? Move it this way. And they never did. Instead... Okay, so the machine. They had 2 of them in the machine. Platforms on each side, one on each side, with the hole in the center that they fell in. This one was on the left, so let's say over here. He kept pushing it, like, back, towards the back, and I guess he thought he got it stuck because it was almost in where the display items were. And he gave up. So I came in, pulled him over, and then in like three plays I got it. 3 or 4. I think it was the same for this one. Only somebody did not leave him in a good position. I just got him in 4 plays. So yeah, one of these is going to my grandma, and one of these is going to Belle, my cousin. Because she likes Gudetama too. Oh, yes. This is actually a little smaller than I thought it would be, but I am excited about getting it anyway. I have a Shenron plush. Oh yeah. Says he's 80 centimeters? I don't know how big that is in inches. But, decent size. I think maybe about the size of my Albedo long cushion. Because I think that one is 100 centimeters. I could be wrong. But I think it's about that size. He was kind of a pain, but I had to get one because I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I don't care what anybody says about the series. Does not change my opinion of the show. Same with Dragon Ball Super. It had its flaws, yes, but still enjoyable. I still really liked it. So I had to get a Shenron. He was actually, if I remember correctly, in a machine. The bars are spread apart pretty far, but he was angled. And you had to try to pull one side over. And I think what happened is he got to a position where it was almost impossible to move that one side over because it would just kind of lift it up and drop it down, and that wasn't doing anything. So I had to go for the other side, and I think I ended up poking his head by mistake, and it pushed him down enough to fall through. So I ended up getting him. And again, for validation, there's the Toei sticker to show that it is an authentic prize from, an authentic licensed prize. You'll see the win video when I post it up as well. Okay, here they are. I mentioned these earlier. My Kizuna Eye Nessos, like the large ones. I had been waiting for this to arrive on Toreba for months, and it finally showed up. I was super excited, except all of the machines pretty much sucked. The first one was horrible. I should have waited, because I definitely overspent for it. It barely moved. I had to have it. It was one of those situations where it was like, I need this. I have to win it. So I kept putting money in. Ended up getting her, so I'm happy about that. But I should not have spent as much as I did on this. Because this one I got in 5 plays. The claw was a lot easier, a lot stronger. Well, I shouldn't say the claw. The machine was a lot easier. The claw was stronger. And I got her in 5 plays. Then after I won it, they weakened the claw because I tried to get another one. So it was a lot harder and I gave up. I was like, forget it. I got 2. One of them, of course, is for sale. The rest of the stuff in here is figures. Okay, so I got 2 more of these. I say 2 more because I think I have 3 in the closet already. They are Bang Dreams Mitake Ran. If you put it this way. Boom. Aha. I'm so easily amused. Anyway, the machine for this was, all of the machines kind of sucked, but I got kind of lucky when I won these, and I found pretty good spots for them. Like people had left them in a good spot, so I just came in and spent however much I spent and got them. The only one that was left after her was Kasumi, which I did end up winning. I got 4 of those. 1 for me, 2 for friends, and the other one I'm going to sell with the other 4 people in this set as a full set. So, yeah. I don't know why they made hers so difficult. I won 7 Kokoro figures, and that was because hers was easy and they didn't even bother fixing the claw. Usually you win 2 like pretty easily back to back, and they're like, weaken the claw. But I think it was because I spaced it out so much. Like I'd win 1, and then I'd come back maybe 2 hours later and then win another, and then I'd wait another 2 hours, go back, win another. So I don't think they really thought anything about it. And then nobody else was really playing it. I don't know why. There were people watching me win it. It's not like it was that hard. It was a strong claw. Never mind. I'm going on a rant. Anyway, 2 more of these. Okay, next. Oh, I got another one of these. Glitter and Glamour, Shiny Venus, Nefertari Vivi. I'm trying to find there it is. So I got 2 of these to sell. I don't know, I think this is my favorite out of the 4. Because they got, well, Robin's is pretty cool too. They have Robin, Boa, Nami, and Vivi. Surprised there isn't a Perona, because they got Perona for some of the other figures. I wouldn't mind seeing a koala. But, you know, Vivi is good too. Okay, next. I guess I did get another one from this set. This is Yoshiko Tsukishima from Love Live Sunshine. I might keep this one because I like this character. I've never seen Love Live, but I can already tell that she's a Chuny, and I like Chuny characters. So I will most likely be keeping this one. Probably not Ruby, because I don't have the others to the set. I don't mind having one like offshoot character, but if I'm going to have 2 characters, I'd want the other, what is there, 9 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. I'd want the other 7, and then that would take way too much money because, again, the machines are pretty bad. This one I think was pretty easy, now that I ever think about it. Hers and Ruby were pretty easy. The others were horrible. But yeah. Okay. I got doubles of all the other ones in here. Now, if I remember correctly from the commercials I've been seeing, or the ads, I should say, I've been seeing on YouTube, this character is now available on the US version of Fate Grand Order. And that is Miyamoto Musashi. Obviously, I'm keeping one. The other one is going to be up for sale. Or, if my friend wants it, he can have it. Either way, I got two of them. One of them, I think I actually got lucky. I did not expect to win it. Actually, I think both of them I didn't expect to win, and I ended up winning. I think I got 1 in 3 plays. It's actually pretty light for it being so large of a box. And the other one took a little more, but not too much more. Maybe 7 plays. Either way, 2 of these. Now, for those who know, I have not seen that much Fate. I've seen Fate Stay Night, and I have seen what is the name of that one? Fate Zero. Those are the 2 that I've seen. I do kind of play Fate Grand Order, the game. Not too often, though, so I don't know all of the characters that are in there. I know there's a ton of characters. My friend Steven plays that game pretty regularly, almost religiously, so he knows more of these characters than I do. In fact, I learned most of my stuff from him. So, yeah. I just know I like the figure, so I got one. Okay. And like I said, I've got 2 of each of these, so I'm only going to show one. Actually, it's the same figure, basically, but different colors. That is the Lady Edge Wedding Nami from One Piece. There's the white one, and then there's the yellow one. I guess I figure yellow is Nami's color. I guess they do. White, obviously, because wedding dresses are usually white. Hers is not your standard wedding dress. Boa, Vivi, and Perona all have more standard wedding dresses. Nami's, as you can see, is not so standard. Not that I'm complaining. But it's definitely not a standard wedding dress. Again, I got 2 of each. The machine was incredibly easy. I won them in like 2 plays. Some people kept messing it up. Like I would go into the machine and I would see it in an unwinnable position. And I don't know how they did that. Because the claw made it incredibly easy to win. Except for the last one. The last one for this color. That one was harder. I think they finally caught on that I was winning a lot of them, so they weakened the claw, made it a little more difficult. But I still ended up winning. So yeah. One of each of these I'll probably keep, and then the other 2 I'll sell. But yeah. Get these back in here. And then we got one more box to go through. There, and you one here. Red. And here. U2 around the bottom. And U2. Okay. Oh. Get the papers out. One more box. Okay. Oh, it's pretty heavy too. This one I got yesterday. It is Sunday that I'm recording this on. Sunday the 6th. So I got this the 5th. It actually came in the 4th, but I wasn't able to pick it up until the 5th. Let's take a look here. Now this one is not as full. I did not win as many prizes, which, again, is because they're making it a lot harder. I'm sure some of it is my fault because I kept going for items that were just reset instead of waiting for somebody to put it in a better position. But some people, for the things that I want, never give up until they win. Kind of like how I am. So I'll sit there for like 10 minutes as somebody is messing with the prize before it actually falls in, and I'm like, dude, you should have just gave up. You spent so much money on that. But then I'm not one to talk because I do the same thing. Okay. Oh wow. I keep surprising myself. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 16 prizes in here. Okay. So we'll start with this one. There's not that many plushies in this one. It's mainly figures. This is a Saikano How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend Mega Jumbo Lying Down Nesso. I don't know the character, again. I know they released 3 Nessos for this, and I have one of each. So this completes the set so far. I don't know if there's going to be another one. If there is, I'll just have to buy it, because I'm not going to play for it. I forget what kind of machine this was in. But I remember winning it pretty easily. Well, semi-easily. Now this guy. It looks so funny like this. It's Kirby. A giant Kirby plush of him basically like puffed up flying. I got this in a ping pong game, but I think they had weakened it. I had been watching other people do it and they were winning it in 3 plays. I actually had money when I went to go and get it, so I was like, okay, let me go in there and get it. Much longer, much more than 3 plays for me. It was like 9, 10 something plays, but I wanted it. The only good thing about me quitting Toreba now is I'll actually have money to pay for like the figures I have pre-ordered. I had to give up so many figures that I pre-ordered because I couldn't actually get them. Which sucks because I would call the company that I was ordering them from and say, okay, take the money out now you know, here's my new card information, because a lot of the time I would have to get a new card and they would need to update it. So I would tell them, you know, here's my card information. Then they wouldn't charge it that day. Then I would play Toreba, waste whatever money I was going to use on that figure on Toreba, and then they wouldn't be able to charge it because I had spent the money. If they would have just charged it the day I told them to, I'd have had the figure and I wouldn't be playing Toreba. But nope, I missed out on so many figures that I wanted because of that. Anyway, Kirby. Ping pong machine, remember. And I think it was actually the same. They had him in this vacuum-sealed bag. Okay, and like I said, the rest of these are figures. Ah, yes. We are going to start with these. These, they don't complete the set, because there's still one more. But it is the Dragon Ball Super Broly Ultimate Soldiers Goku and Vegeta. Oh yeah, I had to get Vegeta. He's my favorite, and Goku because I mean it's Goku. I just can't wait for them to release Gogeta. I don't know when that'll be. I'll have to get on Toreba to check. That's the only way I'm going to know. Or if somebody posts on one of the Facebook groups that they won one and are selling it. Either way. Vegeta, Goku. In fact, I got 2 Vegetas. One to sell. But, yeah. I'm happy. I got practically the whole set. I just need Gogeta whenever he's released. Vegeta was in a pretty decent claw. Didn't take too long. The second one took a lot longer. I had accidentally put him in a bad position and had to work him out of it. But that was my fault. That wasn't the claw or the machine or anything like that. That was me. Goku was just in a bad machine. Alright. I won 2 more of these since they had re-released her. Yukina, or Minato Yukina from Bang Dream, the lead singer to Roselia. One of these is going to be added to the set that I'm selling, the complete set. I needed another one to make a complete set, so there she is. And the other one is already sold. The machines were pretty easy for her. In fact, all I had to do was kind of pull her forward on the bars a bit, poke the corner down, and she fell in. That was it. So I think I got her in maybe 4 plays each. Now, speaking of Bang Dream, I also got 2 more Maruyama Aya figures from Pastel Palettes. Again, I needed another one to complete the set so that I could sell it as a set. and the other one is up for sale. Hers was actually pretty easy as well. Not too difficult, which I was surprised by, but happy at the same time. Okay. Next I have the A and B versions of the Supersonico concept figure 80s, or concept 80s figure. One in green and one in red, or in this case pink, it says. I don't know if you could see it from here, but yeah, you can't really see it. I have the red one up there in the back. I need the green one. The red one will probably be for sale. Claw was incredibly strong. It was just whether you got it in the right position, on whether you got it in a few plays or more than you wanted. The green one I got in a few plays. This one I had to spend a little more on because I accidentally put her in a bad position. So again, my fault. Okay, and as I said earlier, I just keep surprising myself because I actually have another one of these for a different character. Hanamaru Kunekida. So that's 3 that I got for this set. I still need 6 more, but again, I quit, so I'm probably not going to get them. So I don't know. I don't even remember what kind of machine she was in. I don't remember winning this. I kind of remember going into the machine, but I don't remember winning. Like, what did I do to win this? I guess you'll see in the video when I post it. Okay. This is a little different from those other Glitter and Glamours figures. This is the One Piece Glitter and Glamours Charlotte Pudding. As you can see, she is not lying down. She's standing. This one was kind of a pain to get. The claw did not go down too far, and she had gotten into a position where I needed to grab like the corners, but it wouldn't go all the way down if I went too far. So I had to kind of undershoot it a bit, and eventually she fell in. Like, say she was like this, she just fell in. They have a Sanji as well that I wanted to get to go with this, but I couldn't get him, unfortunately. So yeah, Charlotte Pudding. this is the rem for that swimsuit figure set that I needed to complete. Got her. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I know it wasn't too hard. I think they had just put her on, so the claws weren't incredibly weak. They were like kind of testing it out, and I got her before they weakened the claws, thankfully. I did not attempt to get another one of these because I already knew that by that point they would have weakened them pretty badly. Or I just would make bad decisions and put her in like bad spots and not be able to get her no matter what. Kind of like the other rem that I had. Anyway, this completes that set. Again, I got Amelia over there already, so her and Ram will be going with her. Okay, next. I got an EXQ Macross Frontier figure for, what's her name? Cheryl... Where is it? Yeah, Cheryl Nome. At least that's what it says, version 2. Sometimes the EXQ figures look kind of weird. This one looks okay. It's not too bad. I've never really seen Macross, so I can't really compare like how she looks from the anime. But it's not too bad of a figure. It didn't take me too much to win this one either. This was another one I was kind of surprised I won, because the claw was pretty strong. So yeah, as you can see, she's kind of sitting with her legs crossed. I don't know how the stand is going to look. Is she going to have something holding her up? Most likely, but you know, I'll find out when I actually put it together. Oh, and this one's heavy. Okay, final item from these boxes is an EXQ Sword Art Online Wedding Sinone figure. It's actually pretty nice looking. Got cat ears. I don't know this character, I think. Was this the character from Season 2? I kind of feel like this was from Season 2, which I didn't finish. Either way, it's a nice figure. Was kind of a pain to get, but I got her. As you've noticed, I've said that a lot. That's a pain to get. Because that is exactly what it was, a pain. I'm pretty sure she was in a standard claw. But sometimes when you get a figure that gets put into like a diamond position like this, it makes it difficult to win. So she was a little difficult to win because of that. Sometimes you think you found the right way to win because the box will start sliding down, but then you do it again and boop, she's back into the position she was in. So now you got to spend more money trying to win it. That happened once with this one. After that, I figured it out and got her. I had to pull up from the front, and then on the very last one, pull to the back, and it shifted it enough to have her fall. So, I got her. And that is everything. About an hour and a half. Not too bad. I mean, it's still a long video for an open boxing, but I had 5 large boxes to go through. So I think that's pretty good, actually. I was expecting it to be at least 3 hours, because most of the time I like to talk about how I won the prize. But again, I was trying to, cut back on time by kind of going quickly through it. Also, normally I like to do a shot of everything together, but I don't think I have enough space in here to do that. Plus, I kind of don't want to. It'd be too much of a hassle putting it all back in the boxes. But yeah, that was everything. I have one more box coming with 6 items, and then that's it. I'm done. It was a good run with Toreba. I won a lot of prizes. This right here is over 80 prizes. 32, and 16. So 64. So 80 prizes total. So it was a good run. And that was just this. I've won way more than that. I think I've won over 300 prizes total. All you gotta do is look at my figures up on top of the shelves. Then there's more over here for just one piece, and some right here. Then I still have some in the closet that I haven't even gone through yet. That I've gone through, but I haven't set up. There's a lot of stuff that I've won from this site. So, for those of you who have seen ads or anything for it and think, it's fake or a scam or anything like that, it's not in that way. They are real, authentic prizes from the actual manufacturing companies, licensed by the right people. It's just that they make it incredibly difficult to win. They kind of have to, because so many people play these games, these machines in here, that if they didn't, they would probably lose more money than they'd make, and they wouldn't be able to stay open. However, I am very addicted to this game, and I would spend way more than I need to play it. The box that I have now coming, that I had just sent out for, requested to come to me, the last 3 items I won cost way too much. I could have bought one of my standard figures that are in the cases, the ones that are expensive. I could have bought one really good one, or 2 of the lesser expensive ones, for the amount I spent on those 3 prizes. So that is what made me realize I need to stop. Gotta end it. I can't be spending that kind of money anymore on something like this. You could find this on another site for probably $20, $25. I've seen people spend $80 trying to win a prize like this. This is a prize figure. They're not worth much. Like I said, you can get them for $25, maybe. Some of them for $30, but they're not worth a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie. The first prize I won on the site was a Nico Robin figure, and I spent maybe $100 on it. Definitely shouldn't have done that. But I did. And that trend continued throughout my time playing this game. So I really need to stop. I don't mind spending that kind of money on a really good figure. You know, one really good figure. But to spend it on a prize figure, not worth it. And some of these plushies, I mean, sure, I'm pretty sure if you go to a anime store, you'll find them for $40, $45, $50. Some of these, I'd spend more than that trying to win. So, while I do love playing the game and winning these items, you know, I don't win a whole lot. So, winning stuff makes me feel pretty good. But it's getting to a point where it's a little dangerous for me to be playing. But I would say, if you don't get addicted, like if you don't have an addictive personality, you know how to limit yourself on what you're trying to win, and you play smart, go ahead and give it a shot. I, on the other hand, apparently have an addictive personality when it comes to things like this. Drinking? No. Smoking? No. I don't get addicted to stuff like that. It's stuff like this that I get addicted to. And that's actually kind of worse. And for me. For somebody who has to not just take care of myself, but take care of my grandmother. Makes it hard to do that when you're spending all your money on plushies and anime figures. My grandmother knows I have anime figures for pre-order, and she knows they're kind of expensive, but she's not against me spending, you know, some money on one figure here and there. So, you know, she gets that. And for a while, she was okay with me playing this game. But now that it's just me and her, and we're in a new place that actually costs, that has higher rent than where we were currently living, or previously living, I should say, I have to cut back. I can still buy a figure here and there, but playing Toreba to this extent, I can't. So yeah, hopefully I don't get back into it. I tried quitting once before. I tried going, because they give you a free play every day. If you spend $10, they give you a free play every day. I tried just doing the free play. It's kind of hard when you use the free play and it looks like the prize is about to fall, and you're like, okay, well, let me put maybe $5 in and see if I can get it. And then you don't get it, and you're like, okay, maybe another 5. And then it just starts adding up and adding up and adding up, and then next thing you know, you spent $50. So, yeah. It's not cool. And I know for a fact that Japanese crane games are not that difficult. Like, I know they're not putting tape, like, a ton of tape on boxes. Like, I've seen boxes that have the tape wrapped around it to keep you from winning easily. They don't have a ton of glue. Like, I'm sure they have glue and they have some tape, but it's not incredibly difficult to still win. Like, I've watched some of the videos of people playing the crane games in Japan, and they win them fairly easy. Toreba makes it incredibly hard, which makes it probably easier for people to go to an actual crane game and win, because then it's not so difficult. But I can't do that. I have to find a round 1. If I found a round 1, I could. I don't think there's one around here. I think the nearest one is in either Concord or San Jose. I know there's one opening up in Hayward. Whenever that one opens up, I'll probably go to that one. But, you know, I don't know when that's going to open. It was supposed to open last year, and I don't think it's open yet. But yeah, as you can see, I've won a lot of prizes from this site. They're all really good prizes. Some of them are a little like, why'd I even bother? But The anime stuff, the figures, they're all authentic. They're all real. It takes them a while to ship things to you, but it feels pretty good when you actually get the physical item in your house. So I think that's it. I kind of went on a rant there about Toreba and me quitting and stuff. I know I was talking about how I was quitting throughout the video, so I apologize about the rant, but I think actually saying it helps me a bit. So hopefully that'll make me not, I guess, relapse and go back into the game and start playing again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this open boxing of 80 items. The most I'd ever had for an open boxing. Most of the time it's like 16, 15 items. This was 80. So I've been wanting to do a video like this with 80 items. And I finally got to do it, and it turned out to be my final open boxing for this. Because I probably won't do one for the other one. It's only 6 items. I think 4 of the items are the same. Then 1 other figure and 1 plush. I think. Let me look this up. I can actually check to see what it is. No, I don't have to do that. Let's just go into my email. Shipping information. Right. 4 of the same figure, 1 other figure, and a Bang Dream Rosalia cushion. Sorry. As soon as I was checking that, I saw that I got a copyright claim on a video I did. But nothing too serious. Not even going to bother doing anything about it. So, you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully I'll have another open boxing when it comes to actual, like, good figures. Not that these aren't good, but it's been a while since I've done an open boxing for something from, like, Good Smile Company or Alter or Mega House. So hopefully I can have something like that soon. But until then, bye.